It's an hour and a half too late. That's all I'm gonna say. An hour and a half too late. I should have started way earlier, but I honestly got a little too distracted in the worst sense possible. I wish I didn't get that distracted. Uh, Not only was I okay, no, just nothing. No excuses. I'm just late. I'm just late, and I cannot make up for that. But yeah, I'm just here anyway. So well, I'm just gonna go ahead then. I don't know why I'm talking more Western. It don't make any sense if I do it like this. I don't know. It just doesn't make any sense why I'm talking like that in the first place. So yeah, hello to whoever's watching the stream at the moment, and hello to whoever's watching the pod. I'm Andrike, Sky Cyborg, VTuber of the Mouseverse, and we will be continuing Reverse 1999. Because I got so sidetracked with like every other mode of Reverse 1999 that I didn't actually get to continue through the main story of it. So here I am anyway. So I'm hoping I could actually get through the damn thing, or else it's gonna like be stuck forever and ever. So yeah, uh, we'll just go on. We'll just go on with it then, starting from where we left off last time. Silence meeting. Oh wait, right. Or no, it's completely fine. Yes, I mean it's fine for now. Okay. That's something. Oh well. I'm just gonna go through it then. Or no, we'll just continue through. Okay. Silent meeting. Silence is golden. We do well to possess this virtue. I was thinking maybe I could do something else first, but I don't think that really matters anymore.
Before you enter the Great Hall, please place your right palm on the stone and swear to it solemnly.
No. The girl closes her eyes and begins an emphatic
I wish
prayer.
to be baptized in the water of Gnosis and be rid of the long darkness of ignorance. I ask my tongue to be taken, for it has spoken mindless words, and I shall stay silent for the truth. I choose to leave the fragments of matters behind me and enter the Great Hall of Forms as clean as a newborn. I swear to let matters stay in the world of matter and a form in the world of forms.
What?
I swear to reveal no secrets, or my heart shall be taken by the vulture, my body consumed in flames, my soul trapped in the endless wheel of birth.
Beth. What? I'm just kind of confused. What's
Now,
happening?
knock 3 times on the stone. Put on these ceremonial dresses. That'd be all. Remember to
Okay.
enter the hall from the right and leave from the left.
Oh yeah, that was
You are the humblest
a
audience
rule.
here, hence not allowed to speak. Please, stay quiet and keep the secrets you heard at heart. I will arrange your meeting with 6 after this.
Man,
No problem.
who cares?
Miss Sophia, could you give us some privacy?
Please enjoy. I have nothing more to say.
Oh, never mind. She walks away indifferently, as if none of them actually existed before her.
Vertsin, are we really going to do this? That oath we have to make to enter the hall sounds vicious.
No.
To stay quiet and keep the secrets. It's similar to the training we once received. I can go inside on behalf of Timekeeper. No, I'll come with you, Sonetto.
Yeah, I'll come with.
I can't
No, no
sense
buts.
any sign of arcane skill on this stone. The oath is more of a formality than a curse.
The warning is lifted then?
No.
But when Sophia repaired the floor in front of us with her arcane skill, there's no fluctuation of arcane power either. I can't even sense the slightest signs. It's either a kind of arcane skills we're not able to detect, or the moment we stepped onto this island, we've been trapped in a tremendous ritual.
Oh,
That's to
God.
say, any arcanum used on this island is only a part of this giant flow. We don't know where this flow is leading us. We know nothing about it. It's too perilous, Timekeeper. I know, Sonetto. But as long as we obey their rules, we won't get into other trouble. The doctrine of the Apeiron is to live in solitude and seek nothing but the truth. In fact, they've never been aggressive towards us.
Besides Regulus.
I think of this differently.
Mhm.
Think, the pure blood arcanist community, the unknown arcanum power, and the obsession with certain knowledge or identity. Sound familiar?
Yet, we haven't spotted any traces of the Manus here.
Manus Vindictae is like the rat living in the gutter. I don't think they will let go such a favorable chance.
Which means we need to find out the truth.
By staying quiet.
Timekeeper.
Lilia shakes her hands.
I have zero interest in this meeting. I'll stay outside to keep a lookout. Take care.
There is no time to hesitate. The door already lies before them. And from what I know, who broke the silence, and then Sonetto ends up being sentenced to death, according to the preview of the whole main story. Hands on hands and recite the vows in mind.
I wish to be baptized in the water of Gnosis and be rid of the long darkness of ignorance. I ask my tongue to be taken, for it has spoken mindless words, and I shall stay silent for the truth. I choose to leave the fragments of matters behind me and enter the great hall of forms as clean as a newborn. I swear to let matter stay in the world of matter, and a form in the world of forms. I swear to reveal no secrets. Or my heart shall be taken by the vulture, my body consumed in flames, my soul trapped in the endless wheel of birth.
All seats in the hall have been taken.
Fellow brothers, sisters, our quest for Gnosis had suffered 3 unprecedented crises. First was the discovery of irrational numbers, and then the creation of imaginary numbers. Last was the loss of the grand unification of different lineages.
I don't even know what you're
Truth was
talking
buried,
about.
and history was rewritten. But the emanation is not a crisis. Instead, it's our last salvation. The
I don't
supreme
even-
existence has once again shown itself to us. The door to the everlasting transcendent world of forms has opened once again. As Numa pours down, things are rewound to the world of light. Everything in the world of matter breaks into pieces, for they are as delicate as a petal before it. We, who have the honor to witness the emanation of Numa, have the privilege to survive the turning of the Wheel of Birth. Because we know the truth. Our survival is destined. It is the beginning of a mission to bring the unseen truth into this world.
His audience responds with a round of applause. Nobody says a word.
Thank you.
The speaker bows in thanks and gestures towards the hall.
The next orator is 37, our smallest irregular prime, and the brightest star of Hermes.
Man, if I was in this hall, I'd be so pressed. I wouldn't even survive. I wouldn't even survive. I would just break the silence immediately when I sense the bullshit in this room or hall. Just like, and then it's like, oh, who broke the silence? How dare you? Jay, hello, welcome back. Hello, 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 hello. Are you feeling any better from yesterday, or has things not changed? Unfortunate. I'm not sure. I'm hoping that things are better than last time. whatever that means. But yeah. Okay, I was kind of thinking of it, but no, never mind. The applaud stops. A moment of silent reverence passes. A dedication to truth. May only be here for a short time as you're still recovering from yesterday, but you're feeling a lot better. Ah, that's a relief. It's a huge relief. I'm glad to hear that. Yay! But yeah, keep focusing on recovering. It's better than ever before.
The emanation in 1929 only lasted for 2 days. All methods to calculate the Numa emanation failed. We found no pattern in the occurrence of time reversal. All our efforts in the past 4 years have gone completely wasted. That's the end of my speech.
Silence. Long and dead silence. Abruptly, someone starts to clap. Oh no, that's familiar. It's fucking Arca. Oh my god. Order comes first and opinion comes second. The mission matters the most. This is what she has been trained to believe and do. Well, that's too bad.
Who did
Damn
that?
it.
Who broke the silence?
The silent audience all turn their heads and stare at Soneto. Yet the apparition has gone. Man.
Sorry, Timekeeper. I just... Get ready to run, Snetto.
Nah, it's too late.
Processes are coming.
Yikes. No. Sing Arcana for a little bit and then just poof. You know what? It's not even her fault. It's their fault for not knowing who Arcana is, and as a result, they just kind of didn't know anything. They're just stupid-minded. You're still only drinking water and eating in small amounts, but you're no longer completely weak. Yay! No longer starving or thirsty. Yay! Yeah, one step at a time. That'd be very good. That'd be the way. That'd be the way. Oh wait, I imagine like that the scenario in the story. Just like I imagine like when a person's in the hall of the Apeiron, and then someone just lets out a little gaseous air, and then he's like, "Oh, who broke the silence?" Just it's like, "Oh yeah, oh sorry, it's a little flatulence. Hey, no, you're gonna be sentenced to death. How dare you let out a little gas in the middle of this?" He's like, "Man, I can't help it." Oh wait, is that why they don't? Is that why they are forbidden to eat beans? Oh my god, I did it. It all makes sense now. Oh my god. Oh my god. That actually makes so much sense now why they don't eat beans. So they don't have like passing gas throughout the whole like hall. Oh my god. It's big brain.
Agents have gone. It's called common sense.
I didn't think about it until now. It's just like, oh. It's like why does it have to be completely silent? It's like, oh well, because of the vultures and also because of this. But yeah, that's really funny. It's really funny in general. Okay.
I hear something. What's your race?
I'm just keep
Ingredients store owner said it was found
keep doing this.
Agents have gone. Please believe me. It's called common sense.
Bonk. Ow. 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 Okay, I have to kill this one now.
Be serious. Stay focused. Typhon won't give up his friends. Neither will Sotheby.
Ow. Okay, cool.
So loud.
Talking out calms people down.
And it's over. It's over.
I have prepared it all.
Boom.
Come on, stand up. There's one more round.
I got an achievement. What the heck? Yippee! That timing wasn't that bad. Yeah! Yippee! That was pretty good. I thought it was gonna be a little more delayed that time, but that was not too bad. Better than last time, I know, for sure. A refresher of the essentials. The island's precepts must be memorized. When entering and leaving the assembly hall, which side do you enter and on which side do you leave? Right, left. Oh, so that's valid. I did it. I'm smart. Or, well, I kind of just already knew. That it was that way. The pirate's proof. Crossword king. Lucky for once. What? Oh yeah, what is Regulus doing? She's kind of like imprisoned down there. Yep. Definitely better than last time. With the timing of the sound alerts. The pirate's proof.
Can somebody tell me why I constantly get locked up ever since I've known Vertin?
In a now neglected corner, the rockin' pirate is deep in thought.
First locked up in a suitcase, then a foundation cell, now this! Oh, what else be if Vertin weren't the jinx?
Oh my god, that's just...
Lads! I know what's going on! You got the wrong person! She is the most irrational number here!
Man. The dungeon gate remains tightly locked. The wood made of it wouldn't understand her words.
I'm knocked. What does it say here?
I don't know, says that you're still an irrational number. And it also says that J is first. No, I'm kidding. That's not what it says, but it's what I saw with the redeem. What does it say here? No. Oh. What? Yeah, imagine it said that J was first. Man. It's like, oh, it really predicted it. That'd be really funny. Kind of frightening, but I don't want to imagine that. Right? Yeah, I really don't want to imagine that at all. Yeah, if it was Brung, then if it was that, then yeah. All right. That's a little off from the corner. Alright, seems to be just fine. Sunshine, hello! The wiggle woggle. Again, I keep forgetting like what the proper name of it is, but thank you for stopping by, I appreciate it. Alright. Assuming you're lurking, so enjoy your lurk. Okay.
Freedom will be granted once the proof is completed.
What proof? Like geometry?
That's to say, I have to prove myself not an irrational number to get out of here.
By using geometry
Which
proofs?
is exactly what I've been trying to do, isn't it? Rat.
Man. Her fist smashes against a wooden gate. She drops to a crouch because of the pain.
Captain, maybe you're in the wrong direction. This apple presumes that the followers on this island have a close connection with Pythagoreanism.
Which is geometry, yeah.
Pythagoras, that ancient Greek mathematician. The guy who said something about the opposite side of a right triangle?
Yeah.
Isn't he the guy who lives in sometime BC?
Yeah.
Math is only a part of the Pythagoreans' achievement, but from a more universal perspective, they are a mysterious group of scholars. Believing things are made up of numbers, venerating integer numbers, abstaining from beans, and the religious collective
Abstaining from beans.
are all pointing to Pythagoreanism.
Avoiding flatulence.
The earliest Pythagorean school perished because of the discovery of irrational numbers, which explains their odium of it. At that time, a deviant student named Hippasus discovered root 2, and the theories based on the ratio of integers they hold dear were upended. Hippasus himself was drowned in the sea.
Oh, well shit.
This apple assumes they see the integers as the standard of virtue, and people can increase the number they rank through study and self-improvement. Besides, they are convinced that a numerical code is hidden in everything and everyone. Whoever can solve the code can obtain the truth of the world.
Alright, now I know what's going on.
Regulus immediately gets off the ground.
This pirate has had enough of this moral standard, which is obviously prudish, backward, and lacks humanitarian spirit. I'm going to tackle the root cause of this misfortune.
Is that a pun? Pirate the believer in liberty walks in circles in front of the gate and suddenly starts to pull the loosened strips on the door.
I'm breaking out!
That's...
Why am I not surprised? The captain quickly gives the sufficient and prerequisite condition to prove herself an irrational number.
like usual.
Ms. Apple may be able to offer some help.
By doing geometry? As soon as Apple puts his hands on the wall, he feels a violent shake come through it.
What's happening? An earthquake?
The sound of birds and beasts echoes into the cell. Chief Mate Apple floats out from the gaps of the guest room, making a thorough inspection.
All Abraxases are flying in the same direction. Is this their habit, or...
No.
Ah! The roof is about to collapse!
If there was even a roof. What the heck?
So far, this place has made the London Juvenile Detention Centre a heaven on earth.
Fortunately, the scattered rocks were not enough to fill the spacious guest room. Regulus pulls herself together and resumes her prison break once again. Oh no, the flatulence. That's the whole result of this earthquake. Yeah, that's what happens. You fart in the hall, then the whole dang thing just collapses. Yeah, that's exactly what happens. And all this puff of smoke you see, that's all flatulence. Perhaps the collapse beneath the cell drafty, a cold, gloomy fog descends to the room. That's not any ordinary fog. The wooden gate, however, stands still.
Oh, is there a piece of paper?
Not
Did
just
one of
any
the
ordinary
Abraxases
piece of
drop
paper.
this? Strange. The unsolvable
God.
puzzle. Is this a math problem?
What do you
0.4,
think?
0.7, 1, 1.6, 2.8, 5.2, 10, and 19.6. 8 numbers in total are listed in this order.
There are 8 symbols below, respectively representing the Sun, Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, and Uranus.
All these respectively? Wait. Wow, Jupiter looks different than I imagined. No, I'm kidding. Sun, Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars. Okay, yeah, that makes kind of sense. It's like Venus, then Mars. Yeah, it kind of makes sense. Jupiter, and Saturn, and that does not really look like an anus, but sure.
Maybe it is a hint that we should fill the symbols in the blank box after the numbers. That sign says to complete the proof. Does it mean to solve this puzzle?
But it says it's an unsolvable puzzle, though.
How unsolvable can it be? Clearly, each of these 8 numbers should represent one planet. We can easily find the missing planet by trying them one by one.
One by one? Jupiter's in this game? Shit. I mean, I saw Jupiter in the 1.3 version, and even even Jupiter's mentioned in this game, in this version as well. This is really funny though. So yeah, maybe like twice already. I don't know. I feel like all this is happening, but Jupiter herself doesn't even know that at all because she doesn't play Reverse 1999. She's always busy with a whole lot of stuff. I mean, I'm not really sure, honestly. Anything happens. Anything comes and goes. For the most part.
And our Mr. Apple here is the king of the Times crossword. Yes?
This is not a crossword,
I
though.
think there is a difference between this and a crossword.
I said that. The mellow Fredford rubs his chin, contemplating the crossword. Wait, he has a chin?
In this Apple's humble opinion, the ratio of certain numbers should match this number sequence, such as the radius, volume, or rotation period.
That's...
Wouldn't the sun be absurdly large if these numbers stand for their sizes?
I mean, should. A tiny squeak interrupts Regulus's thoughts. Small, rustling figures have gathered at her feet without her noticing. Mice?
Hey, the underground critters are back. Go away!
Nah.
Don't touch my nose. It's not your food.
Mice? No. A little different than mice. They kind of act like mice, but, you know, they're different. They're different.
Hey, hello there.
They be there, be square, they say. And then they come, they just turn into an octahedron with a pyramidal hat. What the hell? They took it too literally. Oh, come on, that's so close. Okay, maybe the poison will get them. Oh, there you go. You could do that.
Radio waves are everywhere.
So close. Ah. Just do that.
Radio waves are everywhere. Everywhere.
What's that? We should listen to what people say.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go for it.
The ingredients this time.
Secrets always hide in careless words. Listen carefully.
Ah.
I know what this is.
Stay focused.
It seems to be mixed up. This should be fine, right? This is the gift. Well prepared for you.
Oh. Oh, come on. Okay, at least the poison might work. Just that tiny bit of damage. The tiny bit of damage that was needed. Yay. Okay.
Hold on, please, Captain. Seems like the critters are trying to tell us something.
And we were beating them
They
up.
are pointing at the sign of the sun.
Yeah,
Is
but...
that so? Even the critters on this island know math. The sun. What if the sun is just here to serve as a reference point? I read an IAU's report in the Times 2 years ago. You know, the International Astronomical Union. Earth's average distance to the sun is approximately 93 million miles. As for Mercury, the average distance is 36 million, and Venus 67 billion miles. Let's say if we take the
Okay.
distance between Earth and the Sun as one astronomical unit, then the distance between the Sun and Mercury would be approximately 0.4 units, and Venus 0.7 units. There you go. These numbers are the ratio of their average distance to the Sun to the Earth-Sun distance.
Damn, Regulus. So smart. Damn. Touched by a flash of genius, she fills in the first 3 celestial bodies. Once cloudy knowledge comes back with precise clarity. You're gonna lie down for a bit. Enjoy the rest of the stream. Thank you for stopping by, Jay. Please rest up for the rest of the time. I appreciate you stopping by. And I will see you whenever you are at your prime. whenever that may be. Take as much time as you need. Alright, goodbye. Goodbye. Everything both logical and inevitable.
The average distance from Mars to the Sun is about 142 million miles. Jupiter about 484 million miles. Saturn 886 million miles, and Uranus 1.786 billion miles.
God damn.
By rough calculation, and if we round the results to one decimal place, Mars would be 1.6 unit, Jupiter 5.2 unit, Saturn 10 unit, and Uranus 19.6 unit. That's weird. All these numbers one can hardly remember have become so clear in my mind.
But if these numbers stand for the ratio of distance, what's the planet for 2.8? There's no planet between Mars and Jupiter.
If the Sun is the
Pluto?
reference,
No, I'm kidding.
we will have one planet missing.
No, I'm
here.
kidding.
Is it really a puzzle unsolvable?
Damn. Too deep.
Aha! Nothing is unsolvable. You are
You
looking
sure
at the
about
solution.
that?
There must be one planet out there, unknown to us as of yet, located between Mars and Jupiter.
A massive vibration shakes beneath the ground.
What now?
More flatulence. No, I'm kidding. Oh, that's a huge... that's a huge thing. What the hell? A planet emerges from the darkness. It rises in the air with a little warning, shedding a cold gray light. In this damp and dark cave. How the hell? It's bright, gigantic, and noticeable.
What is this? A
Don't know.
celestial body, which I have never seen before.
Captain, this apple has an impression on this. There is indeed a star between Mars and Jupiter. It is called the Ceres, discovered by Piazzi Giuseppe, an Italian priest in 1801.
Ceres. Did we just validate its existence?
I
Is the universe
guess?
truly arranged according to this sequence? Could this be the ultimate key of everything?
Regulus.
Oh.
Regulus.
Okay. Man. Oh, she's broken out. Someone's eagerly shaking her arm.
What are you doing? Good food poisoning after accidentally eating one of those critters?
No. She was having a
Oh,
revelation.
My head hurts. What was that?
Man, so it was all hallucination. All the stars have disappeared. Now there are only cold walls and damp air. Oh, and Lilia, who is looking great.
I'll make it short. Sanetta is in detention. They're planning to sentence her to death by giving her the poisoned wine.
Then
What?
don't give her the wine. Oh. Then don't give her the wine. I don't know. Like, if she drinks it, then she spits it out. Right at their faces or whatever. I don't know. Oh, okay, there's more.
As you can see, This school on the island lives in a box made by the truth. Even if they have a donut in their hands when they are hungry, they still see a topological space. Like the cute ring attached to an initiation toy. It's not food anyways. But if you give them a puzzle, they will enjoy it like the best Kaiserschmarrn. Oh, my apologies. I was not talking about the one you are holding.
It doesn't taste good.
No. With all due respect, that thing in your hand is pretty old. The mold on it seems to come from the 18th century, judging from the smell. I'm sure you know it will make you sick if eaten. But we have to admit, it is not just ordinary mold. It reminds us of the story in which, once, a merchant's son looked up at the night sky and found the answer to the stars for us. The young man firmly believed that the movement of the stars and the sun follows certain laws. Just like how the delicate gears in a watch work together. And his point was even proven correct by Zeus's grandfather. When another gentleman observed the sky through the reflecting telescope he took great pains to make, a celestial body was exactly there. What was it called? 19.6. The 8th number in the sequence, the 7th planet in the solar system, and the legendary God of the Sky. If the world was not created by God, are there any theories we can use to explain such a beautiful law? Yes, the one that says it never actually exists. Anyone can see the breach in this number sequence. That is the planet, which is supposed to be the 5th number in the sequence. I mean, how come we have never seen it before, if it does exist? Either God is wrong, or we've been blind all this time. What do you think?
We've been blind all the time.
Yes, such a planet definitely exists, and as expected, it was discovered in the end. Yes, that's the Ceres. It only took that great mathematician an hour to find its orbit through calculation. Oh, what great astronomy! What great mathematics! What great creation! It was a beautiful dream, but it was still ended, eventually, by another discovery. The 8th planet. Not the Ceres, nor the Uranus, but a new planet. People found it through more precise astronomical data and calculation, proving that the number sequence found by the merchant's son was only a myth. Now we are clear of what we've been talking about. It's an unsolvable puzzle. It makes no sense from the very beginning. We found the Ceres because it happened to be there. It is real, and no one can deny its existence. In other words, we can perfectly prove the rationality of mathematics because we invented it. It's been a good dream, I suppose. Now, imagine that you are walking alone in the darkest valley ever, trying to drag your fragile body upward as much as possible before it is worn out. Hoarse cries squeeze their way out of your mouth to ask for a response from the gods. Suddenly, an afflatus dawns on you. The next moment, a miracle happens. You are already at the top of the mountain, witnessing the rise of a huge celestial body from the skyline. Even if it's only in your imagination, you have just witnessed the dawn of the creation, and the shock is real.
Wow. That's okay, that's really interesting. Intriguing, isn't it? But yeah, that is very insightful. What the heck? Whoa! And then there's the people who don't know math. It's like, oh, What the hell is that? I don't know if people really would like this story if they can't really enjoy math. It's like if people hate math, then they probably won't enjoy this story because it's all just incomprehensible to them. You know, I know when like, I was talking to, like 20, and she was kind of just like saying, "Oh, you like math, math," and then Joopy was in the chat just like, "Oh, nah, you're gone." It's like, "What do you mean? Math is cool." What am I? It's like, what's wrong with that? It's like, I think math's cool. Math is essential to everything we do, honestly. It's like, nah, be gone. It's like, I guess I'm not validated. But yeah, it's just really funny because it's just, yeah, I don't know. But serious. Between Mars and Jupiter. Its existence known because of an unknown puzzle. Or unsolvable puzzle. I don't know. But yeah, I'm sure they're not gonna keep up with that. I can somewhat catch up with that. The ruler's help. The perfect shape requires the help of a ruler, a compass, and a set square. Wait, if they had their like knowledge brushed up, I feel like the region that they're in is is like amplifying their senses, so then they could actually think a lot more clear. I mean, I'm not actually sure about that, but it kind of feels too convenient. Like it feels too convenient to know exactly what you
An
need.
old admonition is engraved here. Let no one ignorant of geometry or the irrational numbers enter. 37 told me you are the integers. She's the genius kissed by the god of truth. She can see our numbers and has never made a mistake. But I don't understand. Why would you break the silence at the meeting?
Because of one person that we don't like. You know.
I apologize, Miss Sophia. I won't defend our behavior. You may save that apology for later. If you can persuade more than half of the people to vote for your friend's commutation, perhaps she won't be sentenced to death.
But that's
I have
highly
gathered
unlikely.
some case files from the past. I hope it will be of some help.
The scroll is lined with golden trim. Even without knowing what it contains, it is a significant gift.
These files are... But won't you be in trouble for helping us? I have my own reasons.
Sophia closes her eyes, recalling the ancient wisdom.
Integers are the living example of virtues, the standard of purification. It represents a soul existing in the world of forms, a true being. It is the floating points behind the decimal which dent the process of our overall purification. The evil, the ones who violate rules knowingly, the ones who turn a positive number into negatives, and a civil person a criminal.
The corrector, who has no number, sighs and looks away.
If integers like you would lose your life over some unintentional mistakes, wouldn't it be a great shame? Besides, I can't stand the idea of you being killed in front of me.
Not rigorous.
37 suddenly shows up behind Sophia like an apparition. Her friend is quietly startled. She speaks no words, only moving a little away from her.
For one thing, we still don't know Vertin and Sonetto's numbers.
They don't need them.
For another, the fact that every crow we've seen is black doesn't necessarily entail that the next crow will also be black. Even if every virtuous person we met has been an integer, we can't be certain that the next one will still be an integer. Same case for irrational numbers.
You know, like Regulus.
You're right, 37. But people always tend to believe that virtuous people are integers. That is what we call belief.
Correct, but not entirely correct. Everyone can make mistakes. Numbers are just numbers. They are not associated with virtues.
Unlike me, you're always right, 37.
I don't know what differs us.
The difference is that you use a totally different language. Or, well, not like language, like speaking, or not like language in terms of English, Spanish, Latin, etc. No, not in terms of that language. I mean the way they speak. That's what's different. Sophia sighs and shifts her gaze.
Will you be at the assembly?
No.
Yes.
No.
Then I will leave them with you. I'm not qualified to set foot in the Hall of Truth. I have done poorly in receiving the guests. I will ask Six for my punishment after the assembly.
Huh? So you are not coming back to my laboratory? Neither will you help me review the calculation results or sort out the books?
The scripture shall not be challenged. What's more, any students here can help you in the laboratory. It doesn't have to be me.
37 is disappointed. She lowers her head and kicks away a tiny piece of rock.
Had I known, I would have let someone else welcome Vertin and her friends. Like 210. He loves to brag to young ladies so much that he would take the punishment willingly, right?
He's just
You were
dumb.
someone else who was assigned to receive them in the first place. If I hadn't stopped you in time, how much longer would Regulus's head have stayed in your mouth? Not to mention what happened last time, and the time before that.
But the fact that I have messed up all the receptions before doesn't mean I may excel in the next one. The chances of messing up the first reception and the 100th reception are the same.
Whatever you say, you little sophist.
What? She puts down the file and leaves in a hurry. She's a nice person.
Everyone says so. But compliments won't help her find her number.
Not like she needs it. 37 drops her head, but soon her face is lit with an excited smile again, like a child who has found a piece of candy.
So, Vertin, are you ready for the debate?
Does that
No.
mean you will help us?
No.
Of course.
Oh,
I don't
okay,
want to
never
miss
mind.
the chance.
It's
What
not gonna
chance?
happen.
The chance to see your numbers. There's no greater knowledge than the knowledge of oneself. And there's no more exciting truth than the truth of oneself. I can quickly tell which types of numbers you are, but it requires proof to know the exact number of your soul. I want to
What
know the
the
answer
hell?
before you see your own numbers. So it's 37 who proves it, not Vertin.
I'd be
Oh.
glad to give this chance to you.
Okay. 37 turns down to the corners of her lips, discontentedly.
That's boring. Burton. The assembly's about to start.
Well, here goes defining whether Soneto lives or dies. We have to let her live, though. She's too cute to be dead. Or to be sentenced to death. Yeah, either way. Either way, I don't want her to die. It's terrible if she does. Okay, root of a bird. Between the jar and the seed, it picks up pebbles one after another. Alright. Okay. Whatever that may do. I said root, not route, but I kind of wanted to fit in with the pun somewhere. Just like root, like square root, root of 2. Oh my god, I'm gonna drown in the sea. In pairs and dozens, the Apeiron believers enter the venue. The plaintiff and the defendant are also seated. Oof. Are you alright?
Don't worry, Timekeeper. I'll defend myself.
I don't think it's that easy. She looks pale, but she is gazing steadily at the front.
Back in the Foundation, I once won a public debate of a similar nature.
Yeah, but this is different.
This is my duty. I won't let it get in the way of the team's investigation.
But this is different. This is where bias kicks in, and then it doesn't matter about anything. Like, this is where Foundation doesn't exist except Burton and Lilia, Regulus, Apple, etc. None of everyone else is gonna support you if they don't know who you are because you just came in. Soneto lowers her head in silence, then sets off resolutely to the center of the hall. Or actually, wait, no. Sophia would probably go, and then 37 would support as well, but everyone else, nah. This scene is all too familiar. Inside the hall, a judge sits in authority.
Miss Soneto will be given the poisoned wine, so she will be muted and stay that way forever. However, Sophia raised her objection against the decision. After giving the matter some discreet thought, I have decided it is necessary to hold an assembly and take care of it democratically. Those of you who agree to the death sentence may remain seated. Those of you who wish to commute Miss Soneto's punishment, please put your pebble into the pot in the middle of the hall. Now,
It puts
Soneto,
millions of pebbles.
Miss Burton, you may defend yourselves. Until the sand in this hourglass falls to the bottom.
Puts it sideways so it never falls to the bottom. Truly, this is a formidable war. Relax and take a deep breath. Do as the training taught you.
I am Soneto from St. Pavlov Foundation. I wish all the honorable audiences here would lend me their ears to hear my defense as a humanitarian gesture.
What number are you?
Oh my god, what happened to breaking the silence? A sharp question is thrown at them from the auditorium.
Defendant, the court requires an answer. What is your number?
Freaking.
What? Me? No, I don't have a number.
Don't waste our time. People without a number cannot stand in the Hall of Truth.
Oh,
All her
okay.
words are void. Sentence her to death now.
Wow, see? The bias. Wow, see, look at that. The crowd mumbles approval. See, look at the bias. The judge knocks at the stone bell.
42's argument is valid. Defenders, what do you wish to contend?
Are you kidding me?
What? It's valid?
Just for not having a number, that's bullshit. She didn't even get to start, man. Soneto's face has gone pale. where she has prepared formal justice, procedural justice, or the training she had, simply has no effect here. This is a new territory.
Objection!
A petite figure stands up from the auditorium.
According to the record, the last time we inflicted severe punishment was in 1980 to a visitor who ate beans. He ate a carbuncle that feeds on beans. Then he was sentenced to death according to the set theory. In our scripture, eating beans is the most evil sin, which undoubtedly fits the most severe punishment. But if we are now executing people for breaking the silence at the assembly, how would it reflect our attitude towards the consumption of beans? Has the latter become less sinful?
I don't know if that
I
coincides.
suggest Sonetto's punishment to be commuted.
The crowds start to clamor.
A good argument.
37's argument is deemed valid. The debate will continue.
Thank you for a little bit of time. 37 sits down, feeling satisfied. Then the tall man languidly stands up.
Objection.
Oh, of course it's this fucker, man.
The punishment for eating beans is to throw the offenders into the Gorgon current, while the punishment for the silence breaker is to drink poisoned wine. Among all the punishments we have, there's no other punishment more dreadful than being thrown into the Gorgon current. Because eternity and infinity are the two things we have the least knowledge of, which makes them the most ghastly punishments among all.
Okay,
Giving her the
man.
poisoned wine doesn't make the consumption of beans less sinful. Her argument is invalid.
Oh my god, he's doing the thinking. The objection comes quicker than a knock on the stone bell.
Objection! Both of the crimes would fall into the same category if we are taking the punishment as a frame of reference, which is death.
Objection. The two crimes in question are not commensurable, which makes your comparison invalid.
Oh my god, it's just gonna be objection all over again. The debate is heating up. The crowd is becoming restless. More and more pebbles are thrown into the pot.
What's this? I'm completely lost in this irrational debate.
No, that's not
I
irrational.
see. So that's how it works.
Like
Tiny
Phoenix,
bit.
right? No.
Relax. I will help you.
Picks up a whole lot of pebbles and puts it into the pot. Calm down. Raise your right hand. This is just a debate. It's not about reality, it's not about justice, and it's not about reason. It's about winning.
I object.
Oh. Oh, you just had to. I object. It's the scene from Shrek. He just enters into the wedding uninvited, and he just goes, I object. And then it's kind of like awkward timing because he did it like a little too late. Maybe I could change the team up. I kind of wish there was a... Yeah, I wish there was a quicker way to change all of this out. Yeah, yes, who knows? Let's go with... Yeah, let's go with that. Why not?
I'd like to start by quoting 42's first argument. People without a number cannot stand in the Hall of Truth. In that case, it's not possible for Sonetto to commit a crime in the Hall of Truth, because she can't even be in the hall.
What?
Yeah, loser.
Good point, Vertin. This is our chance to out-argue them.
Yeah. Yes, we are. We're just gonna just. This is a game of bullshitting. There's no way of doing anything here. Like it's just a game of bullshit. Whoever bullshits the most will win. Ow. I mean, could do this.
Leaving.
Plonk.
Stars.
Boop, boop, boop.
These are merely clumsy sophists. We've all seen her break the maxim.
Objection! What you see cannot be submitted to the court as a transcendental fact. It's nothing but the fragments of the phenomenal world which can't be used in your argument.
Objection sustained. Please, ladies and gentlemen, keep the debate logically consistent.
Since Seneto has no number, and a person without a number does not exist before the truth, Seneto thus didn't offend your truth. She didn't break any rules.
Yeah, none of this makes enough sense to really match up. Whatever.
Please, listen.
Plonk. Oh shoot.
Please don't.
Still one more I could do.
Goodbye.
I could still do one of these. Yeah.
Stars.
And one more.
Objection! The rule breaker has a number. We can all tell that she is very likely an integer. Therefore, she should be identified as an unknown number, not void. Your sophism has failed.
42's argument is held valid. Is there anything else you'd like to add, defendant?
Are you fucking kidding me?
Tell you a secret, 13? We would call criminals negative numbers.
I got it!
Oh, okay, so this is how it's gonna be then. Ow. Ow. Just keep attacking.
Beating.
Oh, that one crit. Very cool. Ow. Ow. Stupid.
It is easy to prove Seneto's innocence. According to the law of the excluded middle, Seneto either committed a sin or committed no sin. The two statements cannot be both false at the same time. Since we consider a criminal as a negative number, and a non-criminal as a positive number, Seneto at present is considered an unknown number.
Ooh.
That means she doesn't belong to the criminal set, or the non-criminal set. She did not commit a sin, and did not commit no sin. It's a paradox. I hereby demand to modify the criminal sentence that has been given to Seneto.
It's time to say goodbye. Don't miss me, really.
Wow, that's big brain right there.
The law of excluded middle. A good sophism. Good for you to create a paradox from one sentence of my argument. But pitifully,
I knew
you've
it.
made a fatal mistake.
The but statement.
You've taken my argument as the basis of your defense. I said people without a number should be expelled from the Hall of Truth. You don't have a number either, Miss Outsider. Based on my argument, which has also been approved by you, I argue that all your arguments are invalid.
Man.
There's no time left. 13 has a number. I saw it.
What? 37, do you know what you're saying?
Maybe.
Yeah. I read her number just now. 13's number is 0.
That's very fitting, actually. That's very fitting, actually. Does that mean that it's also a paradox? Because it's neither negative or positive, really. Ha. Ha 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 ha. Unless 37 made it on the spot, honestly. I don't know. I mean, it kind of works.
Come closer. That's right. Take a few more steps and immerse yourself in the shadow, including that hat. You don't want those
my hat.
ears to hear this private conversation. That pad of paper from the miss? Yes, the one wielding the ruler is quite valuable. I can tell it is of a certain age and records quite a lot of anecdotes. One visitor to the island took out a baguette from his luggage. To share it with others, he made an attempt to parcel it off. Another visitor fell to the ground and happened to sit on a quart measure and break it. You can learn the punishments for them from the paper. The former was thrown into the sea, while the latter into the further sea. Only God knows how this wine-dark sea holds so many visitors.
Perhaps they can also resort to the debate.
Oh, the debate! That's really a pain in the neck for that logical, pragmatic assistant of yours, isn't it? People always tend to mark what they can't figure out as arcanists' doings, as if things would make sense once they do so. But it won't change the fact that the debate is only a game involving sophistry, improvisation, and straw man fallacy. So what makes it superior to beans, if the form is what they are really after? Anyways, whoever fools the others first will win the game. No arcanum at all. And that argument of hers is the best attraction for the audience. A special number. A 0.
I would have said that infinity was a better choice, but honestly there is also negative infinity, which is not really double-sided, or I mean it just makes it non-unique, because if it's negative infinity then that just means like it extends out to infinite, like the negative side, and then this one means positive infinity then if that was the case. The boundary between positive and negative numbers, which is 0, really.
You are neither positive nor negative, which means you don't belong to either side. Now, imagine one side as an orderly line and the other as those wandering around. The wanderers can smell the abnormality in you, and of course, no one in that line sees you as one of them. In a restaurant, fruits are served without the seeds, but in a farm, the seeds are retained for the next harvest. Is there any value in the seeds? It depends on what you see when you look at them.
That's true.
The moment you realize that, you have come to the crossroad of fate. Now, back to the number we just talked about. Oh my! It's the prediction of your whole life. Can you believe that? You owe that spirited little genius a thank you. By the way, what do you see in her number?
A clever trick.
Yes, of course. 37 is larger than 0. But it's not so stable as 0. These prime numbers, they are just hard to divide, because they have very few things in common with others. That's why she's always so energetic, highly and solely focused on what she takes an interest in. She has nothing like the characteristics of the ones you know in the Gray and White House. Those people are proud of themselves for having kind-hearted factors around them. As their teaching goes, it's always dangerous to be unique. But some look up at her again and again, exactly because they can sense the danger in her. You are also a good example. You've been looking up, haven't you?
Yeah, I see. Oh my god. It's a graph. It's a graph. The quadrant 1, 2, 3, and 4. -1 range, positive range. And the positive range, negative range. Okay, challenge record. A splendid debate between numbers. Think back. It's gonna be another battle. Oh wait, it's with 37. Okay.
Are you irrational numbers? 4 is a bubble.
Oh my god. It's already stacked. Okay.
Welcome to the world of numbers.
The trippy triangles. And a whole lot of other triangles. And then this one entirely wasted. Oh, I thought I could attack again, but I guess not.
4 is a bubble. Time to check my
Oh my god.
definition.
The damage. Wait, they're not dead. Hey. How could you do that? Evil. Oh. Still connecting, huh? Okay, there you go. For a little bit, it was a little strange. Okay. Alright.
Welcome to the world of numbers.
And it just keeps going. More triangles.
Uh-huh.
Alright. Yes, yes, the deserved victor. Heck. Okay, the middle of the axis. Neither biased nor neutral. Neither positive nor negative. Neither excessive nor deficient. Yeah, that's a good way of looking at it. The zero. The zero of it all. The origin. There's an outbreak of muttering among the white robes. Even the solemn judge stands up.
37. You just said Vertin's number is 0. Do you know what it means?
Very clearly.
Would you be able to submit proof to Apeiron?
No problem.
Half of you in this hall have put in the pebbles. If 37's argument is found to be true, every argument Vertin has spoken in Sonetto's defense will be deemed valid. Sonetto will be exempt from the punishment. I will announce the result once 37's proof has been validated by Apeiron. Thank you for your time.
Okay. One after another, the Apeiron followers leave the hall. From the left side, I believe, the Hall of Truth returns to tranquility. Sonetto slowly sits on the floor in a lackluster manner.
Sonetto!
Timekeeper, I'm so sorry. I tried my best, but still I couldn't understand the debate. I failed again.
Her face becomes abnormally pink, and her breathing becomes fast and shallow.
What happened to her?
Well, I don't
Come here, little
know.
girl. We need to move her outside.
Oh, now you want to be a good person after all that. You all of a
Lie her
sudden
down on the
turn.
ground and wipe her palm and feet with dew and peppermint oil.
You freaking
That
180.
would be okay.
You freaking did a 180, man. What the hell? Her physical signs are becoming more and more stable.
Thank you.
You're welcome. The distinguished number 0.
Wow, man. It's because she has the numbers, now you respect her. The man shrugs his shoulders.
I'm kidding. I'm 210. Well, instead of the number, I prefer people call me the rhetorician.
I've heard your
Okay.
preachment. Pretty demagogic.
The man nods, looking amused.
That's how logic works. With logic, I can prove that you'd cease to exist in the next moment, or that there are no other people in this world except me. Achilles can never outrun a tortoise, and a flying arrow is forever motionless. This debate is nothing but meaningless wordplay.
Yeah, you've
Pacifist
noticed.
let you off this time. 6. A perfect number indeed. For he knows the benefit of reconciliation.
Hmm.
Who wants to have blood on their hands and be devoured by the cycle of hatred? Yet it's a
I don't
torture for
know.
any intelligent mind to hear such an immature debate. Can you feel the suffering of our leader now?
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
210 gives her a triumphant smile.
No apology needed, Miss Outsider. I also feel sorry for your pain. Given that 37 has revealed your number.
What do you mean?
37. Our evil little genius. The most cunning star of Hermes. She's been having fun revealing others' numbers for a long time. Our numbers are our essence. And it's also the most important proof we get once in our lifetime. But she enjoys taking that opportunity away from you. Just because her talent allows her to do so. She did that to her friend, too. She found out Sophia's number. But without casting an eye on that paper with her number on it, Sophia threw it into the sea. Sophia is Sophos. But you, I pity you.
It doesn't seem like trouble to me.
Alas, poor little Vertin. You still don't understand. The number of our souls suggests our fate. It might be changed through algorithms temporarily, swirling, shifting, or transforming alongside other changes occurring on the coordinate axis. In the end, we can only be ourselves.
That
1
metaphor
is thought.
helped.
2 is opinion. 3 is wisdom. 4 is strength. 5, enthusiasm. 6, harmony. 7, order. 8, philanthropy. 9 is restraint, while 10 is completion. 0, however, is in the middle of the axis, the origin of the frame of reference. It's neither positive nor negative, neither prime nor composite. Things are ever changing, but you stay the same. Your loneliness also lasts forever. This is your
Friends.
fate. Being exposed in full view of the crowd, yet you know nothing about it. 37 was acting on impulse, yet she opened Pandora's box. She leisurely reveals your fate. That carefree behavior makes no difference to picking up a shell on a beach. How could I not pity you?
Does have a point. The man waves his hand and walks away. The air is still. Only the sound of waves comes from afar.
Miss Verton.
The leader stands in the dark.
37's proof has passed the review. Your friend will now be exempt from the punishment for violating the rules. However, she has to take some catch-up lessons on the scripture.
Nice.
Please, meet me at the hall tomorrow at noon. I would have words with you.
That's cool. She's not dead. Yay! I figured because Sonoto can't just die because of a freaking dumb accident like that. It's all because of Arcana, man. Chain of Peace. He declares that old standoff must end. Must end. In this life, there are three kinds of men, just as there are three sorts of people who come to the Olympic Games. Those class is made up of those who come to... Okay, never mind. First of all, however, are those who go to look on the great purification of all is therefore science is the man who devotes himself to the true philosopher is most effective Wheelbur John Burnett. God damn it.
Before this negotiation begins, I wish to tell an allegory to the two of you.
I can read fast, but I can't speak fast enough.
Behind them, there was a fire. Before them was a tall, solid wall. Their legs and necks were chained and fixed, so they were constrained to look nowhere but to gaze at the wall in front of them.
What?
When they dropped their eyes, they saw their own body. When they looked up, the flickering light of the fire fell over them, and they only saw the shadows of what was passing behind them. No one had lived one day outside the cave. The shadows cast on the wall all there was to be perceived as reality. They had no knowledge of the real world. One day, one of them escaped from the cave, walked into the light, and saw the true world with his own eyes for the first time. Everything he saw or felt in the cave was nothing more than a mere shadow of the object's true form. Our world is a poor one, Miss Verton. The phenomenal world is the cave in this allegory, where we are surrounded by shadows or some humble fractions of the truth. It is ugly, frivolous, filthy, perishable, subject to decay, and filled with hollow desires and meaningless struggles. Only the wise can walk out of that cave and see the world as it truly is. In that eternal, transcendent world, everything is in its most perfect form. I pray that you, Miss Verton, the representative of St. Pavlov Foundation, and you, Miss Arcana, her counterpart of Manus Vindicte, would pay heed to my words. Everything you've been fighting each other for means no more than some fragments of phenomena to us. There's only one thing worth doing. That is, to seek higher wisdom, develop one's virtue, and achieve greatness in life. We have never set foot on the soil dampened by the storm, nor have we ever been involved in the disputes brought by the torrents of time. I beg you, do not take your conflict in the phenomenal world into the realm of truth.
Well,
for certain.
We try not to.
It was never my intention to sully the sanctuary of truth.
Really?
Then, to prevent a situation like this from happening again, I would like to ask you two to carve your names on these 2 stone bangles, and drip a drop of your blood on each of them. Once the
So
bracelet
how
is
did
put
Arcana
on,
come back then?
no one will be able to remove it. From now on, as long as you're on this island, none of your people will draw blood from one another. The bangle
Okay.
shall draw all the blood from you.
Whoa.
The peace agreement is so decided.
Damn, it works like that, huh? How did we meet up again? Arcana stretches out her hand and gently takes a bangle.
I appreciate that. I'll sign it.
Makes me wonder if... I mean, it's kind of a truce, but not really at the same time. Because once they're outside the island, then it's time to battle. The leader gives a slight nod. He looks out from the table and simply strides away. The bangle feels real in their hands. It certainly possesses some sort of power to fulfill the bloody pledge.
The peace agreement.
Someone is approaching. Yes, she is still here, from the beginning to the end.
Lady Vertin, we meet again. I wish the best to thy friend.
She's doing
Okay.
well, thanks to you.
You're most welcome.
No.
Thou
Screw
shalt
you.
quench, for times hath changed. I would not wish to shed even a drop of Arcanist's blood in vain.
But Schneider should be the victim of a merciless bullet?
Man, her
Vertin, my
frickin'
pitiful
laugh.
child. Did you forget?
You're the
That
one who did.
merciless bullet cameth from a gun never belonging to me.
But you're damn... But you're damn orange, man.
What's Manus Vindicte's purpose to be here?
Hearken the archaic wisdom.
Seems...
Just as thou doest.
Not exactly. The stone bangle is hot. Almost scalding.
I am not surprised. I adore thy visage, Lady Vertin, emotionless in the storm. Alas, no man shall bravest the storm and live, including thee.
Man. Her words sound as harsh as the winter gale. An emotion suddenly comes. It's raging like a bushfire, but soon gets
A
tamed
wooden
down.
box in the Elitiao's base has my name on it. Was that your doing?
Sadly, it wasn't. I hope thee findeth the answer satisfactory.
No. We're just really pissed about what you've done. We know that for sure. The figure of Arcana disappears in the night. The stone bangle at the wrist becomes suddenly heated.
It's burning.
Something is slithering in the woods nearby.
Is that Miss Arcana? Miss Arcana, please, don't go! Save us!
Yikes. Two weary figures run past Vertin. They are chasing after their leader desperately as if they were running away from some horrific monsters. Following them, a petite figure rushes out of the woods. Is that 37? I knew it.
Come back!
Freaking...
You ignorant foreigners! I just started introducing vectors and matrices, and that's the most interesting part!
Scared away by math.
Great! You always show up at the right time and right place.
Math.
Stop the math
Math's
people,
scary.
whatever it takes.
Nah, can't do it. No, I can't do it. Any conflict with any of the Manus is gonna kill me. I can't do it. Nah. Although I guess I have no choice then. That's gonna suck. It hasn't even been that long since we've even, you know,
Hello there.
put on the the bangle, but whatever. Fine. Sure.
Be serious.
Go with this.
Hey, I'm the support staff. Hey, I'm the support staff.
Nah.
What's that? What's this? I hear something. I tripled the ingredients this time. Typhon won't give up his friends. Neither will
Agents have
Sotheby.
gone. It's called common sense.
Okay, they're still coming up.
Whose heart is beating so loud?
What's your race?
Oh, wait, I could have
I hear something.
done this.
Serious. Stay focused.
Agents have gone. It's called common sense.
Okay, how the hell is that guy still alive? How dare you live? You will die.
Oh, don't worry.
And that guy's doing all the attacks, which is really funny.
I have prepared it all. Pringle!
Alright, one more. One more.
Whose heart is beating so loud?
Do this.
Stay focused. Oh? It seems to be mixed up. This should be fine, right?
Close.
What's this?
No, I'm not gonna overcomplicate it.
I know what this is. Pringle.
Should just. Holy shit, 10k?
Already said that
That's a
Sotheby
lot of
doesn't
damage.
need a bodyguard.
I didn't even do much. Whatever. That's good then. Alright, more narrator.
Look at you, climbing out of the cave in the allegory, all dusty and dirty like a little savage. They must have tried to fill your little brain with long preachment. But you should feel lucky, because at least they didn't give you a quiz right after that.
What they said is true.
Oh, how modest you are. Looks like you didn't spend all your student days catching tree frogs. Try to reach the corners of your mind, if you would. And there you will find another bunch of people standing in front of a stone table. Yes, those people in gowns. White gowns with gray diamond patterns. One of them was standing on the stairs, gathering all the little vacant eyes to his side. What was he called? Give me a second. Teacher, instructor, tutor, the educator. Just titles like that. No names at all. No one gets to write down their names on that banner, after all. But they have nothing to complain about. You know what they say? What is reasonable is real. That which is real is reasonable. They showed you a broad avenue in their teachings where you could enjoy a sense of security with all the solid ground, convenient automobiles, and warm sunshine. And at the end of the avenue even lies an inspiring mission, to which you are expected to devote your whole life. There is a distinction between good and bad here, and it's as clear as our innate sense of right and wrong, like a floor of black and white tiles. Any stains on it will be noticed immediately. But in fact, there exists another path in the woods. It's much less traveled, leading to the unknown darkness which cannot be seen with eyes or proved false. You may even experience indescribable chaos and madness there. This path, however, has an excellent view, and it's one of a kind. The plants are thriving with bursting energy, and the flowers are blooming in a delightful atmosphere. So, which will you take?
Avenue? Perhaps Avenue.
Oh, of course, as you've been on it all the time. But that's exactly why you know how inflexible it is. You know that even better than any of those old fellas who have spent decades on it. don't you? Just because you've been on it doesn't mean you can expect a comfortable journey, darling. But luckily, there's still one more way you can take. It would be a good choice if you want to enjoy the scenery without getting lost in the darkness.
Another way?
I'm sure you know that myth. You shall take the soul of your love out of the underworld, yet you shall not look back. That's right. You shall pass by the sleeping sirens, yet you shall not make a sound.
I'm kind of like remembering the Disney Hercules movie where Hercules was taking back the soul out of the underworld. Or I don't know if that ever happened when it was Heracles with the actual like legend.
The ones with the belief set off. They entered the dark woods barefooted, yet moved so smoothly, as if they were walking on the avenue. They kept their mouths shut and eyes forward. They never turned back, never picked up what was not theirs, never set foot on the forbidden lands, and never looked straight to sacred greatness. They showed frugality, patience, and wisdom in the face of hunger and danger. So the beasts continued to lurk in the shadow, and the ones with the belief passed through the woods safely, until the path disappeared along with the direction sign. Then the first one to look back gave an exclamation before being exiled.
Is it really reasonable to take it?
Think about what I just said. That which is real is reasonable. Never look back in the woods, darling. If you don't want to be turned into a pillar of salt which can do nothing but wail, then never, ever look back. Yes, we'd better stay awake, stay calm, stay cautious all the time. But then there comes the problem. How can you ignore your love for those thriving plants and blooming flowers? How are you supposed to deal with the unstoppable feeling that overflows like a melody when it is stirred up by the beauty of the scenery? Of course, you will cry the loudest cry, dance the wildest dance, drink the strongest drink, and vomit all the filth inside you. After all, there is no need to enter the woods if the soul-stirring scenery is not what you are after, right?
It doesn't sound like a good way.
No. So you better let it slip your mind, darling. Just let it go and hurry forward. Remember to keep your eyes shut and hold your breath. When you do so, the scenery will no longer mean anything to you, nor will the fragrance of the flowers. You will get out of the woods and reach where the truth lies. Is that what you want? Don't worry. We have plenty of time. You may come back at any time and pick another way.
Okay then. Convergent birds. The clamor has ceased. They settle on the treetops, enjoying a moment's rest. Wondering how long that even lasts for. The amount of rest.
Congratulations, Miss Sonetto. You are the fastest learner of our doctrine among all the visitors in the past half-century. On behalf of all orators, I award you this laurel wreath.
Oh, cool.
No, I wouldn't have achieved this without your guidance.
The wreath on her looks so cute.
Are really inspiring. I've learned a lot. But there's still something confusing me, such as Pythagoras and his golden thigh, his memory of the previous lifetimes as the son of Hermes, and the transmigration for every 216 years. Could you please tell me more about these?
The door is violently kicked open. Yikes. Two outsiders, heads dropping to their chests, are dragged into the Hall of Truth.
Why would people fail to see the charm of the matrices? This is not right. I need to spend more time on teaching.
Thus my journey of art is doomed to fail. I really don't want to study maths anymore. Help.
Nobody cares about what they're yelling. As 37 continues to grumble to herself, the two men are dragged into a different room.
Timekeeper, you are here.
I heard that you completed all the lessons on the scripture. This laurel wreath suits you well.
Yet Soneto keeps her head low.
Timekeeper, I'm sorry. At the assembly, I failed to understand the Arcanist's logic. It was totally different to the debates I have participated in. But now I have...
That was not your fault, Soneto. It is now behind us. I need to tell you something more important. I've signed a peace agreement with Arcana, and the price of breaking it is... death.
What?
Yeah, you know. Can't kill her, can't kill me.
Also restrained by the stone bangle like we are.
The chief assistant ponders aloud, having already removed her laurel crown.
Yes, she put it on without hesitation. But I don't
Probably
think
something
her purpose will
suspicious.
be as simple as hearkening the ancient wisdom.
I feel like she has a way of removing it, honestly. Unlike other stones in the foundation? No.
I attacked
Unlike
those
others.
followers earlier as 37 asked me to. But I received no punishment from the bangle.
Probably has to, like, directly attack each other, I guess. Unlike other stones in the Foundation's collections, this one has no signs of arcane skill on it. Before it is activated, it looks harmless, rough, moderately weighted, and no different from other ordinary stones.
Perhaps this island makes its own judgment on what to be classified as hostility. Like it has a mind of its own. Soneto, do not report this to the headquarters before we figure out how the bangle works. After all, there are many other things to investigate on this island, other than Manus Vindicte.
I see. I will contact Miss Druvis and Miss Moisson first and keep an eye on Arcana. Timekeeper, this island, the Manus's mask, and your suitcase are all immune to the storm. Does this mean we could collect more asymmetrical nuclide R samples?
Possibly.
I tried to collect some samples last night in the outer region of the island. But the detecting device showed nothing. If we were to find out more, we have to go to the center area.
What are you conspiring now?
Oh, God.
Do not poke the fire with swords, and do not jump over a crossbar. The assembly will not be held every time when there's a crime. Please take heed of my warning, and do not overstep the line. Learn a lesson from them.
Behind Sophia, two gray-coated figures appear. One disheveled, one disheveled, the other covered in soot, as if they had just survived an explosion.
Lilia, didn't you say you have Regulus with you safely?
Apologies, Vertin. I was going to rescue Soneto through a very creative underground tunnel. But things didn't quite go as planned.
Well, Regulus shimmies in a dance-like step, trying to shake off the dust.
Not a bad innovation for a simple clap on the forehead. If only you didn't miscalculate the location of the explosion.
This apple is grateful that it didn't get blasted into a puddle of apple jam.
Warning. Shell cleaning required. Warning.
I don't know why, but when I was in that cave, ideas kept flooding into my head. Though, judging by the outcome, they weren't all good ideas.
Well. Sophia puts her head on her forehead, looking extremely fatigued.
On a routine patrol, I found them trying to break into the cave. I'm not surprised that an irrational number would try to trespass on forbidden grounds. But you two? The integer and the fraction? What were you doing with her? This is a serious crime.
Life has suddenly become a lot more difficult.
Do we have to go through this debate again? It's okay, Timekeeper. I will defend Regulus.
Even though
I've thoroughly studied the scripture, and this time I'm sure I can do better.
Oh yeah, right, I forgot about that part.
Forget it.
Sophia mutters to herself, yeah, just let them off.
Forget it. It is unwise to waste time trying to understand an irrational number's motive. Besides, we should let the reckless take care of the least important matters.
She gives them a smirky smile.
That's it.
Man.
Regulus, you will come with me to clean the beach.
Huh? Me? Again?
Well...
Since you have too many floating points, words of discipline would not work on you. We would have suggested you study with the rest of the students here. Abstain from eating meat, bathe in cold water, rise with the Apollo star, study our doctrine, read the scripture aloud on the beach, so as to remove your floating points and purify your soul.
What? I won't do any of that.
But taking your peculiar character into consideration, I decided that some compulsory labor would be the better option.
No. Regulus also smiles in relief.
Oh, that's the best news of the day. I'd rather clean up the rubbish on the beach than be surrounded by people giving sermons all the time. At least the rubbish doesn't talk gibberish.
Oh,
I'd be
but...
dead if you didn't change your mind.
Regulus, studying the scripture is not that scary. They will teach you and guide you until you take full command.
Ah, but that's the difference between a scholar and a pirate. No, but that's boring.
Is that what schools are like?
No, not every school.
A great pirate would not remember trivial matters as such.
But it's
So,
common
where were we?
knowledge, though.
Which part of the beach needs to be taken care of by the great captain?
None.
My laboratory.
Oh no.
Where did you pop up from?
Everywhere. 37 blinks her eyes emotionlessly and entirely ignores Regulus's complaint.
37. Aren't you supposed to preach to the visitors?
I've seen their numbers. A group of negative repeating infinite decimals. They will achieve nothing but to repeatedly step in the river of mistakes. I gave up on them.
Oh, okay, never mind then.
Fine. Those of you who are complicit in breaking into the cave will also be sent to labor. Sonetto and Lilia will come with me to patrol. Regulus, you can go clean the lab. As for
It's gonna be a messy one.
you will assist 37 with her study of the emanation.
Yeah, well, that's helpful.
Don't waste more time on the trivial matters of the phenomenal world. Integers. That was the sole reason you were on this island, was it not?
I guess. Sophia turns around and leaves. She stops a few steps away from them, silently urging the patrol team to move.
Don't let down your guard. The arcanists on this island are not as easy to deal with as you imagined. Down in the
It's
cave,
been easy
I
so
heard some
far.
pretty alluring and intriguing anecdotes.
Ah.
Miss Lilia, this way. You will cover this area.
Stay on the radio.
Miss Radio? The flying witch waves her hand and departs for her new job determinedly. Soneto hesitates for a brief moment and quickly goes after her.
Don't worry, Timekeeper. Lilia and I will keep an eye on Manus Vindicte.
We are counting on you, Soneto. I have a feeling we are coming closer to a big secret.
Yeah? Or no? Or whatever? There's a big secret of sorts. Intercept the deserters. The masked heads want to escape from the classroom of truth again. Stop them! Help 37. They don't like math. I'll just have to put them back.
Hey, hello there.
I thought you said those two. Why are there three? And also they're not the same people from before.
Be serious. Stay focused. Stay calm. Cradle.
Oh shit. Well,
Here's some. Be serious. Stay focused. Agents have guns. It's called common sense. Cradle.
alright. Cool. That was fast. That was really fast. They'll eventually understand the beauty of mathematics. Eventually. Various scraps of colored waste paper. The Great Revolution, transforming the prison of numbers into an artistic utopia. Begin investigation. 5:30 a.m. The sun has just risen. Incorrect island schedule. Urgently needs correction. A rough doodle of a man with an expressionless face. Loose hair, free-spirited and discerning. Needs a bit of dishevelment. Or dishevelment? Tough headband, perhaps expresses individuality and defiance. Monotonous clothing colors, no tassel decoration, poor taste. Room, neat bed rolled up, not even a trace of having been slept in. Collective lack of imagination and creativity. Doctrinal studies, terrifying regulations, a stranglehold on the soul. Location, Plaza Beach. Method, lecturing, art salon. Transformation style, dreaming, cozy, passionate. Rough doodle of a beach party scene. Honey bread and vegetable salad. Vegetarianism. No leftover food on a plate. Environmentalism. A beautiful utopian prototype. Boring and lengthy Q&A sessions. Sleep-inducing. Frowning, contemplation, frowning, contemplation, not a single smile. Harmful group activity. Walk in the fields. Makes me hungry. What's for dinner? A rough doodle of a little girl with long hair, fierce expression, exaggeratedly waving arms, like some kind of artistic process. Terrifying pursuers, stubborn enemies of the Great Revolution. Beware! No meat. Reminder, sometimes peace must give way to the stomach. 10 people per table, suitable for exchanging creative ideas and inspirations. Reciting poetry. Yeah, high art. No meat. A rough doodle of grilling meat. Okay. Grilling meat. Sound the alarm. Ultimately, there is always more than one weather forecaster. Oh, is this where they discovered that they were recording the times of... Probably recording the times of the storm?
What? What am I looking at? So your so-called sacred project is this gigantic IDM computer?
Regulus inspects the computer like an expert.
I was curious about them during my stay in Laplace. Those later versions of the model are so much better than the 66 ones. But this one doesn't seem that far advanced to those. This is not a junk piece the man has sold you, is it?
Items of the phenomenal world are all a waste. This one is long broken. After the emanation, we couldn't find anyone to repair it.
Why do you keep referring to the storm as the emanation? What does the emanation mean?
It is the waves of Numa. We are the expellees of the world of forms. We were banished to this damp and dark cave. Everyone here is obsessed with the fake light on the wall, but forgets to look for the truth. Numa, however, will lead us to escape the cave and return to a more supreme realm.
You make it sound like we're living in piles of rubbish.
It's kind of true, though.
Aren't we? Of
Yeah.
course not.
Oh.
If you ask me, I'd say you have absolutely no idea how wonderful the outside world is. Because you have never left here to try it yourself. Dr. Pepper, the music festivals, Rory Storm, the Hollies, and the Rolling Stones. Oh, there are too many to count.
But that's
If it
it.
weren't for this sick storm, I would still be riding a motorcycle in one of those races in London.
Your soul must be pretty contaminated.
Oh no.
And the computer, they can calculate extremely large numbers within seconds, better than hundreds of thousands of you combined together.
In the case of numbers, it's not the bigger the better. Also, this computer has never played a useful part in our study.
That's because it's broken.
Come on, mate. You people just leave it in a cave. It's like sending an infant to the kitchen and waiting for it to bring you dinner. Never mind, you'll see what I mean after I fix it.
Oh, you can fix it? Regulus mutters as she gets down on the ground and crawls closer to the computer.
Can you fix an IDM, Regulus?
She probably learned something.
But I've seen the LePath people do it. Shouldn't be too difficult, I assume.
Wow, that's very... That's very brave.
When was the last time you sent people down here to clean?
Oh my gosh, she already got dust on her.
Oh, did I break into your party? Bertin, come give me a hand. They won't let me touch him.
I guess we have to kill them. Yeah, we're gonna have to clear the critters out. Oof. Alright. Clear them out, we shall. In the most unelegant way possible.
Hey, hello there.
Okay.
Whose heart is beating so loud?
Stay focused.
Agents have guns. It's called common sense.
Wait, why is that one attacking only? It's really strange. Close.
I hear something. Be serious. Stay focused.
Agents have guns. It's called common sense.
Whose heart is beating so loud? This is. Don't be so serious. This is the gift. Well prepared for you. Retreat. What? I can't make the call? Just like in the train.
A little bit
I
more.
hear something. What's your race? Oh, don't worry. I have prepared it all. I have prepared it all.
Close.
Cradle.
There you go.
Stand up. There's one around.
Alright, computer. Great numbers appear on the screen. After getting rid of the parasitic pests, the dusty behemoth begins to miraculously return to life.
You fixed it. It's great to have you clean the laboratory, Regulus. Your floating point immediately reduced.
Man.
Oh, is that a compliment? Sounds like one to me. Thank you.
It's a wordplay, Captain. Infinity minus any numbers still equals to infinity.
Yeah.
Fine, fine. I should have given up the idea of changing your eccentric sorting system a long time ago.
Well,
What's the meaning of humans inventing computers if these machines were only left here for some critters to nest in?
don't know.
Thanks to you, now we can have a look at the previous models, Regulus. But it's a pity since it only has the data before 2003. Everything in the past 4 years has gone missing.
37's fingers are dancing over the keyboard. She seems surprisingly familiar with operating this computer.
This is our chronology, Vertin. From 1999 to 2007, the emanation has taken place 7 times. In the initial 4 years, the emanation has a pattern. First, it brought us back to the 90s, then the 80s, and then the 70s. After that, it suddenly leaped to the 30s. In the subsequent 3 years, it took place twice.
Yeah, that's true.
Every record here can perfectly match what is in the Foundation's files. Wait, these are the records before 2003, you say? But this one refers to the storm in 1966, which happened recently.
These are indeed the records before 2003. What's following the records is our forecast.
Ah.
That's to say, you prophesied the 1966 storm 4 years prior to its occurrence. How is this possible? That you are clever enough to develop such a precise mathematical model, while at the same time you just let the IDM become the home of these critters.
We just worked out the patterns in the number sequences.
You made such precise prediction even without leaving the island. That's incredible.
37's lips curl
Don't
unhappily.
need to go into a river to find out the pattern of its flow. Moreover, we would send people to observe in the phenomenal world. My mother was one of them.
So you have a mother
She is
too?
the co-author of this model. Nobody knows this computer better than her.
Ah.
So you have a mother too?
I freaking.
Who?
2?
37. Where is your mother now?
Like many people, she was restored to her true form. Since then, I took over this laboratory.
The hell?
You said. 37. What is it?
Death?
What kind of question is this?
You mean she died? Passed away. She tilts her head, looking genuinely confused.
Or the essence is what's left of you after all the fakeness has been peeled off.
What in the hell kind of description is that? Excuse me? So what, your fakeness is your flesh, your whole body. It's like after you die, and then your true form is there. That's really weird to describe it, man. What the heck? The empty ship is returned as scheduled, yet empty-handed. I wonder.
Now we are listening to the New Year collection. The world-famous painting Mona Lisa was found and returned to Musée du Louvre in the afternoon of December 13th. The US Congress passed the Federal Reserve Act on December 23rd, formally establishing the Federal Reserve System. The conflict between Austria-Hungary and Serbia has escalated. Bulgaria challenged the Bucharest Peace Treaty. Tension is building up over the Balkan Peninsula. In London, futurists gathered under Big Ben, celebrating the upcoming 1914.
This is news of the outside world?
Sonoto puts Miss Radio to her ears, paying full attention to the unfamiliar news. After the snatches of news, when the channel knob has been turned to the right.
Sophia.
Out to the right hand, a familiar voice comes up.
Arcana's still in the hall. She hasn't taken any action so far. Got it. Please keep an eye on the Manus followers. Be mindful of the restrictions set by the Bangle.
Who are you talking to?
The radio. Senator immediately hides Miss Radio behind her.
Just checking up on Lilia.
Please stay vigilant during the patrol. This is the last place we need to check.
On the white, soft beach, there are several geometrical bodies in different shapes. Some have sunk deep in the sand, while others are still landing unyieldingly. Just like a minimalist art exhibition.
We must keep this graveyard clean. Our dead deserve to be left in peace and undisturbed by the phenomenal world.
Sophia gets down on one knee before a cone-shaped body, dusting it meticulously.
Miss Sophia, you said this is the graveyard?
Her hand quivers a little.
Yes, the geometry graveyard it is called. 4 years ago, my father was restored to a geometric body on his way back to the island. So was 37's mother, who was also on that ship.
Why are you crying, Sophia?
I was wrong. We calculated it wrong, 37. We miscalculated the impacted area of the emanation. We thought the ships would be safe in the Gorgon current, but the safe area is in fact 5 degrees away. When the emanation happened, the bow of their ship had just entered the safe area. But it was too late. My dad is gone. So is your mom.
I know. But why are you crying? My mom and your dad have come back to us, right?
No.
Have come back? Do you call this coming back? Like this? In the form of geometric bodies? Cold and silent? Being pushed to the shore?
37 frowns, looking confused. But then the corners of her lips turn up. As usual, she works out the answer within seconds. Swift and precise.
No. They have gone somewhere further. Look at them. These geometric bodies. How pure and how elegant.
What the hell?
I've never seen such perfect geometric bodies before.
That's messed up.
They are not from the eternal and
That's so messed up.
world of forms. How should we explain this?
37?
I'm going to study the emanation, Sophia. This is the best chance ever. The transcendental world finally opens its door to us. We will reach our hands to the forms and explore the oldest and eternal laws. Will you help me, Sophia?
No.
Next time I will definitely make a better calculation. I promise.
And so she did. If only it was earlier, though. Waves lap against the beach. In the fine sand, the geometrical shapes are bathed unyieldingly in the moonlight. Despite the endless tides, they maintain their form, never eroded nor washed away by time. An eternal monument. Sophia lowers her head as if she is trying to cut herself out of a miserable memory.
Thank you for assisting 37 with her research, Sneto.
No, I didn't do anything. Timekeeper knows the storm better.
You have helped us greatly by just coming onto this island. For all this time, 37 has been locked up in the laboratory.
refusing to talk to anyone, nor participate in any group study. Since the two-day emanation in 1929. It is you who helped her revive her interest in other affairs in Apeiron.
Oh.
These are Timekeeper's contributions. I barely did anything.
Sophia smiles bitterly and looks away.
I can't help 37. Because I don't see the charm of numbers. I lack the perception that an integer should have. That's why I can't see my own number.
The number's charm? Sorry, I have never thought about this. For me, Arcanum is my inborn mission. If you ask me, you are an unbelievably excellent Arcanist. You can flatten the ground, clean up the beach, and rectify errors. You did it in an efficient and precise manner, which is already an advanced ritual.
Any students who have sworn to knowledge can do this easily. They aren't doing my job because they wish not to waste time on these trivial fragments of the phenomenal world. Because they have seen the truth.
The phenomenal world is never complete. Like you can never draw a perfect circle there. No matter how much time you spend on it or how sophisticated your device is, it is impossible to draw a perfect circle in the phenomenal world. Arrows always
Not even a
exist.
computer?
The floating points after the decimal can be reduced, but not destroyed. The perfect circle only exists in the abstract transcendental world. Of course, anyone in the world can find out the value of pi through the most primitive method. Egyptians, Greeks, Chinese, and Babylonians, they have all tried. They made circles with twine, painted on the ground with twigs, or measured the land with cubic rods. But none of them actually drew a perfect circle. However different their practices were, they found out the sole truth, the approximate value of pi. Because the essence of the circle is hiding in the imperfect manifestation of it.
Oh.
This is the truth. It is eternal, unchanged, pure, and transcendent. Anyone can reach out to it at any time, in any place, by any means, and everyone will get the same answer from it. The forms transcend all matters.
Her gaze is firm but distant.
The world of matters we live in is being flooded and destroyed by the tides of Numa. When the tides recede, what is left on the beach is the essence.
This doesn't sound right. Let me think. How come your theory reminds me of the Manus Doctrine?
37. We see the storm very differently. Among all the other things, we saw it first of all as a disaster.
But earthquakes, floods, volcanic eruptions, these are also disasters.
Yeah, the storm
These
can be classified as it
events
too.
happen not because they have a reason to destroy. They just happen in this world, like we do. This is what my mother taught me. She must be proud that she's a perfect geometric body now.
What in the hell? Man.
Sorry for mentioning your mother.
37
Why
frowns.
do you apologize, Furton? Are you feeling guilty? This is a very unusual feeling for a number like you.
I don't get it. Why did you say my number is 0?
I wonder. Ba 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 But no, I don't know either. Outside the cave. Wait, how long does this story go for? Holy crap. Caves cannot shield all rains, nor can paper manuscripts. Jeff, hello. How are you doing? How are you doing today in this whatever it is in your time?
I just saw it. The numbers of everything and every being would just emerge in front of me. I see it, and I speak it out loud. That's it.
210 told me numbers imply our fate.
Just finished work, 10 p.m. eating froyo. Heck yeah. I assume work was easy then. Yeah. Maybe. 37 frowns more deeply.
Don't believe him, Verton. Numbers are just numbers. I know nothing about fate.
Work was easy.
Fine.
Heck yeah.
I don't think I like 210. And the feeling goes both ways for us. Because I once said he is a poor number. 210 equals 2 times 3 times 5 times 7. He is the product of all prime numbers between 1 and 10.
Ah.
Looks like he has it all, but he doesn't have any real forte. He likes to sugarcoat himself with metaphors. Only those with a flawed essence would adore the trickery of words.
This is indeed an extreme comment.
But it's tradition. Coworker and you every Friday go get froyo after work. Wow. It's Froyo Friday then.
And 6 is no better. Every leader of Apeiron has been a 6. 6 is the perfect number since it equals the sum of all its proper divisors. 1 plus 2 plus 3 equals 6. But this number has been overrated. He's not that special.
Damn.
What about
37 is a savage.
What does 37 mean?
I don't know.
But you have it. She purses her
I am
lips.
37. I've known it since I was born. So does everyone else.
Not because it's a
People
prime
told me
number.
what it means, but I have never tried to prove their theory. I know very little of fate, so I always think, even if I find out their essences, does it mean I have known them better?
Oh my god. Don't know.
37 once tried to tell me my number.
Sophia takes a deep breath.
She wrote it down and put it into a bottle, but I couldn't get up the courage to open it. I didn't want to know. I once made a horrible mistake. An unforgivable miscalculation. It makes me worried that I may also be a mistake.
No, it's not your
So
fault.
I threw the bottle into the sea.
Ah. That's why she thought it's unforgivable. She stops her patrol and turns back brashly.
Different from us. We are all prisoners of that cave. Only the wise one can find her way out of the cave and return to rescue the rest of us. I'm the ignorant prisoner who sits, and she's the wise one who returns. I will be crushed into dust by the truth, while she will be the star, shining above it.
Yes. She had heard the fable, but never quite like this version. The red-headed girl lets out a sigh, raises her gaze out above the sea at the twinkling night sky.
The truth is like the stars in the night sky. Beautiful, but cold.
Gotta do some after-work things, shower, etc. Alright, Jeff. Thank you for the lurk. Do what you gotta do in this. Yeah, you do what you gotta do.
It has been there long before my existence.
Destinkify yourself.
That way long after I'm gone. It sheds no tears for the weak, nor laments the tragic fate. It's forever bright, and always moving forward. The person who avoids the truth is not qualified to study it. I'm sorry. My interpretation has been emotional.
No. I think I kind of know how you feel, Miss Sophia. However unworthy you think you are, there must be something we can do. Maybe we can't reach the core of the truth, but we can clean up the path to it for the future explorers. This is our fate.
Interesting insight. I have come to understand why 37 likes you so much. Let us go back to work then. Start from dusting the tombstones.
Alright, I've had enough of these Sol Numa related idle topics. I want to have a look at your model. Wow, seriously? How did you get this far?
Regulus eagerly pokes her head over. But 37 is faster. She has switched off the computer swiftly.
This model has been proven wrong. For 4 whole years we had been optimizing it. But the emanation in 1929 only lasted for 2 days, which means our calculation was entirely a failure. That model is just like this computer. It's a piece of junk. And this is all I can present to you.
37 drops her head, looking sad.
No, it's not junk. I think I know why your model didn't work.
What?
Manus Vindicte has changed history.
Yeah, that's
Accelerated
right.
history, forcing historical events to happen earlier than they were supposed to. Thus, the storm in 1929 occurred sooner than it should.
No way.
37 stares at her in astonishment. Her shoulders shiver.
Controlling the emanation. Changing the history of the outside world.
Yeah, they've done that.
Numa is eternal and transcendental. It won't obey any orders given from the phenomenal world. Neither will it change its patterns because of some fragments.
But they did.
I'm telling the truth, 37. I've been there, in the storm of 1929. Your model was not wrong. You just missed some key information. You've never been to the place where the storm falls, and thus know nothing about the symptoms of the storm syndrome and the true purposes of Manus Vindicte.
No! That's impossible! Even if there are means to control the emanation, it wouldn't be like this.
Nah,
If this is
you're
true,
missing it.
does it mean the phenomenal world, this insignificant phenomenal world, is more transcendental? Mother's model was defeated by this?
She holds herself with a pale face, as if making a tough decision. Eventually she speaks up again with great difficulty.
Vertin, could you give us proof? The proof that Manus Vindicte accelerated history and triggered the emanation.
I swear
Maybe
I was
not
alive.
now.
No, not like this. To prove it in front of Apeiron. Go to our sacred place. To the Hall of Truth. In the depths of the cave. There, everyone can see the essence of the world. I beg you, Give them your proof, just like how we submit the proof of our soul number.
I don't think it'll be that simple. They've been really slippery. Okay. Oh.
Come here. Place your hand on it. Feel the texture. The craft is one of a kind, not some cheapie you can get from the flea market. I mean it. This is a keelim, and even the most traditional, delicate, and expensive kind. It has applied fiery red as the dominant color, and the stitches are perfectly neat.
Where does it come from?
From the sea, just like you, darling. It arrived with a meerschaum pipe, a glass jar, a pack of sugar cubes, and a child in panic.
What the hell?
Both she and the keeling were born on the land where the craft originated. Their appearances apply the same dominant color, and the patterns in them share similar complexity.
Who is this child?
Oh, your curiosity is aroused. But we are not done with the carpets yet. You've always got to get a souvenir or two every time you reach a new place. So you will have something to show when you tell the stories one day, right? Look at these handmade fabrics. How splendid! Those incredible patterns were the only thing on the craftswomen's minds when they made the carpets. It's safe to say they have spent their whole life improving their skills at using the vertical loom. And that's how we get these carpet knots arranged in beautiful lines. But they are just people like us. What if they get distracted? What if the carpet knots go off the right track and get tied to the wrong threads? Then you will be in trouble. Big trouble. All the problems in the universe will come at you, and the situation will be even worse than the bureaucratic system of a millennial empire.
I like this response. Damn it, damn it, damn it!
Calm down. Many swear like you do when there is nothing they can do. They always step into the same river named mistake again and again. That's why we need them. Those crossing the river with their rulers, spanners, toolboxes, and dusty faces.
Them?
The correctors. An ancient profession. Their duty is to remove the loose threads and iron out the wrinkles on the carpets. In the language of this island, that is to check the calculations on the papyri and even the holes on the punched tapes. No one is capable of doing this job except the altruists, because it is similar to unraveling a ball of wool. Besides finding the end of the threads, you must always pay attention to the cats. Yes, the cats. They may jump on the ball and make things even worse. And she, the red-haired little girl with the carpet in her arms, was overwhelmed at the beginning. Not yet familiar with the ruler, she tried her best to find the end of the threads. So the cats took the opportunity to jump on her together and left countless scratches on that little forehead. Poor girl. See, that's the problem every corrector has to deal with. Their job is to correct errors. But what if their own existence is also part of the errors? Oh, it's no big deal. There is more than one loom in this world. She left the complicated patterns behind and came to this simple kingdom featuring numbers only. There she made the first contact with a spinning loom named geometry. She had never seen anything like that before, and it was almost impossible for her to comprehend how it worked. She could hardly convert the numbers on the books into an actual diagram in her brain. Without a whole picture of what she was working on, she resorted to her hard work and more hard work. Then a long time passed, leaving one wound after another on her fingers. Later, the wounds even became calluses. In the end, her hands were no longer tender, but tough enough to resist the damage from the loom. Yes, she has won a place on this island for herself.
I'm happy for her.
Yes, she's a quick learner. She learned even faster than some of the locals. But that was not enough, because she has been outmatched by her playmate, the leading one in the field of mathematics on the island. That girl is like a perfect piece of satin born by nature. It is decorated by the beauty of mathematics and geometry. No manual work involved. In order to reach the showcase where that perfect piece lies, and to stay on the right track and fit into the school, she has done everything she could. But, she is still the most distinctive carpet there. Anyone can tell that as long as they spend some time on the island.
It's not wrong to be distinctive.
Of course not. She's only a bit different from others. So she will continue to weave on the loom until one day the spindle pierces her callus and the fire burns everything to the ground. Shh. I should stop here. You know that mathematician who was thrown into the sea? He died because he said something he shouldn't have. Cut not wood on a public road. Open not an unwanted bottle. I don't know what to say next. I guess the best line for this circumstance is, see you later.
Okay then. The upstream boat. I'm wondering how many damn pages are left here. And I completely forgot about the daily logins. Well, not like it matters too much. I just wanted to see how the progress is going. There's like a whole lot. There's a whole lot of these that I had to look through. And yeah, I'll look through those later. Oh, there's hard difficulties here too. There might be something related to this. Like as I do the island stuff, the labyrinth. I don't know. Oh, yeah, there's this too, but I'm saving that for later. Oh, not that one. Oh wait, why did I go back here? I meant to go back to the main story. I'm assuming there's 3 more things, because I'm assuming like 20 is the last one, the last stage, and then after there's gonna be like another node. The upstream boat. Refuse quick fixes, door-to-door sales. Flip to the answer pages, and the porch that can be reached in only one step.
Wait a second, just a second. Isn't this still the dungeon? Are you setting us up?
All caves are interconnected. This is the way to our sacred place.
37, wait. I remember Sophia once told us that trespassing on the sacred place is a serious crime.
No worries. The restrictions were to help us not be distracted by the unimportant details in life. It would not stop us from seeking the truth.
Excellent. I will tell it to the Abraxas when it shows up.
Regulus suddenly stops.
Hey, 37. Are you sure this is the right way? My heart just sank as if I took a bite of those overnight potato chips.
Are you scared?
Oh, You wish. But when I was exploring underground with Lilia earlier, we ran into some fog like this one. Oh, it doesn't bring you any wanted guests, mind you.
Maybe you were their target because you are an irrational number.
Man.
Oh, is that so? You integers will be fine then. Good luck. Don't beg this pirate for help later.
Hold there. Something is coming out.
Several strange figures emerge in the fog, staggering over.
Rooster head with two snakes as its feet. Abraxas. That's weird. Why are they here?
They're coming for us.
Probably because you're trespassing.
What did I say? Don't beg.
Regulus, prepare for battle.
Man.
Okay, I know. I was just teasing her.
Lamau. Trying to slack. Regulus whistles and charges towards the enemies with excitement. Oh shit. An extreme pain comes from the wrist. Are you kidding me? The damn bangle. It's the stone bangle which is radiating burning heat.
The stone bangle is activated. But they're just Abraxas.
Are they affiliated with Manus?
Wait for their attack. Do not kill them.
What kind of request is this?
Listen to me, Regulus. That's of prime importance.
Fine. If it is of prime importance, this pirate will try her best.
So does that mean I have to wait and see what the consequences are of this? Cause oh well, that's not what I wanted, but
I'm here for a worn tooth.
was that why? I don't know. Doesn't matter.
Wow. So many things that I haven't seen.
Packs once formed cannot be broken. The first allied character to take action each round cannot act again until the start of the next round and takes 30% decreased damage for the duration. Oh man.
Whose heart is beating so loud?
Be serious. They flutter race.
Radio waves are everywhere. Everywhere.
Cradle.
So that's why they were stunned the first time. I didn't understand the mechanic when I did like that one challenge stage before.
For this, I hear something. The ingredient store owner said it was very effective.
Radio waves
Please
are
believe
everywhere.
me.
Everywhere.
Hey, I'm the support staff.
Well, this is just problematic in general.
Whose heart is beating so loud?
Be serious. Flutter race.
Don't be so furious.
That's right.
Go, go!
We should listen to what people
Just like in
say.
the tree.
What's that?
Just go for it.
Always hide in careless words.
Just go for it.
Listen.
Whatever.
Oh, don't worry. I have prepared it all.
Ah.
I have prepared it all.
Just beat it up.
I've already said that Sotheby doesn't need a bodyguard.
Okay.
That's it. I still have 10 more songs to play.
These are not the same kind of Abraxas as we've encountered before. Do they have different varieties?
Maybe the Manus just messed with them.
Where is Miss 37?
Gone? The answer comes from a distance.
Hey, come on, keep up. she just take off like that while we fought?
Man.
Sneaky little. We should leave too, Vertin.
Wait a second, Regulus. Do you sense anything familiar in the fog?
Manus?
You bet. This is the first guest room we were put in when we first entered the island.
No, Captain. This apple has the same strange feeling. We saw the rise of Ceres in the same kind of fog. And before that...
Okay,
That's the same
then.
fog as in the Elitial space.
Oh no.
That is to say... This fog is the cause of our illusion to see the Ceres and the Abraxas' attack.
So
Don't
it's
rush to
not...
conclusions. Follow 37 first.
Hmm.
Oh, and what's that series you were talking about?
Oh no, so Vertin doesn't know about it. Oh no. Or no, she must know about it. The fog that gets thicker and thicker, yet the surroundings are becoming brighter and brighter. As if there's an invisible light source hidden in the fog.
I just picked up a piece of paper. Like this, just bent over and reached to the ground.
Regulus bends down and reaches for a flicker of light in the darkness. When she straightens up again, there's a classic manuscript in her hand.
What book is it?
Oh, probably just some math problems left from the critter's breakfast. You never know. Wait, the compounds of alchemy. The 12 gates leading to the discovery of the Philosopher's Stone. This is
No.
that alchemy handbook given to Edward IV by George Ripley. Why is it here?
Look at this, Captain. Of the Great Stone of the Ancients by Basil Valentine. The 112 books by Geber. Emerald's tablet in Latin.
What the hell?
Seems like there are more ancient texts about alchemy hidden inside the whole. But they are all incomplete.
Oh, so maybe I need to crack some more crossword puzzles to find out about this.
Our caves endow people with wisdom. Our secret knowledge is hidden in the silent boulder walls.
Without getting anyone's attention, 37 has gone to the other side of the cave.
The knowledge in those books is just a drop in the ocean. Follow me, Regulus.
But Regulus puts aside the manuscript and hesitates.
Vertin, you lot go ahead. Go with 37. I will meet you outside.
You want to read these books here?
The knowledge passed down through language can easily be distorted. Compared to the wisdom of Apeiron, it's nothing.
No, I'm not going to stay here. I'm going back. Oh, alright, I might as well just admit that your cave indeed has the power to give people insights. If I follow its lead, perhaps I'll finally work out the answer about that little thing I've been carrying with me. Never thought that I'd find the answer here. Easy as picking up a shell on a beach.
37 stops and tilts her head in confusion.
What? You don't want to get closer to the truth?
Of course I do. And that's precisely why I don't want to get to it so easily. I don't
Challenging
want
yourself?
it to be fed into my brain. Come on, it's the ultimate truth that we're talking about. If
You don't want to be
someone
spoiled.
just tells me the ending of Lord of the Flies before I enjoy the book, I will throw them into the sea as you people do.
Certain parody of the book of a similar name. She just suddenly smiles.
Two people who reject the truth. So this is the mindset of irrational numbers. I see.
Thank you for being my subject of observation, Regulus.
Man. The 37 has walked away.
Go, Vertin. We have a long way ahead. Be careful, Regulus.
Don't worry, I know this place well enough by now. After all, I've never been so welcomed in any other place ever. Critters, monsters, creatures with strange heads. Do you worse. This pirate is not afraid of you.
You sure about that? Never mind. I don't think she's in a terrible situation. She'll be fine. Alright. Oh god. Bizarre return exit. Bizarre monsters block the captain's path. More Abraxas. With the same mechanic, I assume. The same annoying mechanic of getting stunned.
Finally, some interesting work.
Or maybe it's just normal Abraxas.
Agents have guns. It's called common sense.
I don't really like that.
Here's something. Agents have guns. It's called common sense.
I could have saved it for the other one. Damn it. Whatever.
For tomorrow. We should listen to what people say. Be serious. Stay focused. Don't be so furious. Secrets always hide in careless words. Listen carefully.
Close. Maybe the poison can get it. Never mind. Whatever.
What's that? I tripled the ingredients this time.
There. Done it. Now she can return home with peace of mind. Okay then. Final battle, I think? The Truth Seeker. Reaching out, we are so close to the answer. Probably the last one, honestly. Maybe it's the last stage to do. Like, battle stage anyway.
Apeiron, the boundless, the beginning of all things. Everything originates from it and returns to it. Infinity has no start and no end. But nothing would come into existence if there's only infinity. Look up there, Vertin. Now they are presenting in their true forms. In their purest and newest forms.
The cave is bright as daytime, as if it's ready. Okay, 37 stretches out her hands like a proud conductor.
Our world was born from the wounds on infinity. When it's cut by finity, the patterns of the cutting are what we call mathematics. Thus, the essences of numbers exist inside all beings, and the patterns of all numbers exist in all matters. The length of a butterfly's wings and its body are in golden ratio. And the plant leaves grow on their stems in the pattern of the Fibonacci spiral. This is the most primitive rhythm of Arcanum, and it is also the beginning of our extraordinary study. This is the essence.
And how do I submit my proof?
Close your eyes, Vertin. Only when your eyes are closed will your mind open up. Now, stay fully concentrated
and recall the question you want to verify. Only in the absolute contemplation can truth reveal itself to you.
Close my eyes. The body is tossed up and falls into the eternal silence. Yet the soul is thrilled, celebrating its hard-earned liberty. Wait. Grand orchestra performance. Whatever. It's just like going back to it for some reason. As it rises higher, it sees farther. It transcends the eternal wheel of birth and rises beyond the continuously running wheel of time. From the void to the first existence. From 1 to 2, then to 3. From points to lines, then to planes.
The emanation. The storm syndrome. Where are they from? Foundation, Manus Vindictae, Apeiron. What roles do they play? Why does the storm fall when history trembles? Why doesn't the storm fall into the misty land? What is the ingredient of asymmetrical nuclide R?
All the clues from the past are gathering here. Points make lines. Lines make planes. Planes. Okay. Darknet of mess.
The world is a dark underground labyrinth.
And planes join into a net. Okay.
Numa can guide us to go beyond all things and reach the exit. Vertin, can you see it?
No.
It's burning.
Ouch. Well, something bad is happening. The stone bangle on the wrist becomes scalding again. The tranquil kingdom of truth disappears, replaced with endless chaos.
What's going on? Is somebody fighting with the Manus now? What's happening outside the cave?
Vertin, why are you straying? The meditation goes beyond control. You will be thrown out of here. This would be a foolish mistake. For Apeiron, this is...
Well, it's really hard to concentrate when it hurts. Suddenly a voice comes into the mind, like a strong wind blowing off the candle.
No man shall bravest the storm and live, including thee.
Fuck you, woman. I knew you had something.
37! 37!
All the heavenly images have gone. The depths of the freezing cave, the Manus' pawns are violently knocking their heads against the walls. By their feet, 37 is lying unconsciously, yet muttering incomprehensible words. The soul stone statue is still in the cave, looking down upon them indifferently.
What happened? Were all those illusions? If it weren't for the heat of the stone mangle that wakes me up, would I go as crazy as they did? This stone reminds me of the spinning wheel.
Luckily, the leather box is still here.
The collector of asymmetric nuclei R. If the reagent turns gold after reacting with the fog here, that means the fog contains elements that can be immune to the storm.
A hint of gold forms in the glass tube. This has never happened before.
The color changed faster than I thought. The concentration of R is hundreds of times, no, thousands of times higher than in the Manus' masks.
Then it's a good sign.
Whoever owns this cave can produce the protective equipment of the storm in big numbers.
Well, I
The
wonder.
reason why Arcana is here.
Damn. Bitch. 37 rolls over in her sleep.
Oh, Mother, our model. Has it failed? Has it failed?
I need to take 37 out of here.
Fucking bitch. More insane pawns are charging out from the shadows, blocking their way.
So the Abraxas were people from the manors.
Oh,
The
I
Fulke
see.
can affect people's minds, like those around the lake in my suitcase.
Damn. Hold up my wrist. Whatever. The stone bangle is incredibly heated. Not fair.
Have the manors found a way to launch attacks without being punished by the bangle? Or don't they care about the price they will be paying anymore?
I don't think they just care at that point. The danger is close. One must act
I
now.
hope Regulus didn't throw my words to the wind. I have to get rid of them first, and go out to join the others.
Okay, so this doesn't seem like the final battle, though. In that way, it's gonna be a little bit different. Yeah, it doesn't seem like the final battle just yet.
Finally, some interesting work.
Of course it's gonna be like that. Oh wait, no, it is the final battle, isn't it?
The conditions are not clear.
Ah, damn it.
A reckless attack may lead to the punishment of the bangle. I have to be careful with the method and time of attacking.
Wait, no, let me restart. I need to see like what she said, because I skipped it.
I haven't seen.
The peace agreement no longer works. Or is it safe as long as the contracting parties have no intention to fight? The conditions are not clear.
Okay. Wait, no. Can't see the rest of the ways. So this might be the battle then, if she's already like in the cinematic mode. Okay, so
What's this? Super rice. I tripled the ingredients this time.
Agents have gone. It's called common sense.
the fuck are you?
The body is melting. It turns into a seed. So this is how the manors fight against the restrictions.
That's fucking bullshit.
They sacrifice one man to feed another.
Absolutely bullshit. What the hell? They literally just get away with it simply by doing that stunt.
No.
No wonder Arcana wasn't worried. She could just do that kind of shit. What a bitch, man. I don't really like this one. Let me switch it up a bit.
What's this? Shh. I hear something.
Or, no, this one.
I hear something. Be serious. Stay focused. I tripled the ingredients this time.
Probably now it calms people down. Agents have gone. It's called common sense.
The sacrificed follower has been absorbed by the seed. Is this some kind of ritual?
In no cave, one can see the fall of everything.
37? Can you hear me?
It just keeps going on and on. I might as well just save my... I might as well just save everything first.
Relax. Please, don't resist.
What in the hell did you just do? What the fuck? Man.
Whose heart is beating so loud?
I mean, I could do this and that.
Be serious. Stay focused. Talking out calms people down. Breathe. Cradle.
The dead followers turned into geometric symbols. Is it because of the cave? So the seed is the form of Manus Vindictive.
The forms transcend all matters.
And then this is where it gets really creepy. Uh-oh. And then that's where it became really problematic.
Things are not as simple as I thought. I must make a plan and exercise great care.
Whatever the hell I'm gonna do that. Maybe I could change up this format. Seems to.
Relax.
I mean, I could do this. Kind of worried about the order of like all the alts I'm pulling off.
Talking out calms people down.
Oh, don't worry. I have prepared it all. I have prepared it all.
What's that? I know what this is.
Don't take this for moments.
Typhon won't give up his friends. Neither will Sotheby. This is the gift. Well prepared for you.
I don't know why it kind of looked really small in that one. Okay, but then I'll use...
Hey, I'm the support staff.
No worries.
Oh wait, no.
Be serious. Stay focused.
It will all
We
be
should
fine.
listen to what people say. What's that?
Do that, yeah.
Cradle.
Please, don't resist.
Secrets always hide in careless words. Listen carefully.
Okay, that's just not even fair.
Tripled the ingredients this time.
What's your face?
Relax.
I hear something. What's this?
Maybe I could just do whatever the heck.
Come back to me.
Radio waves are everywhere.
Typhon won't give up his friends. Neither will Sotheby.
Just keep going. I'll be fine. For the most part. Let's do that.
Whose heart is beating
Stay focused. Talking out calms people down.
Should be fine. There you go. It has to be dead.
Form of Manus Vindictae. It's more distorted than I thought. It's all over.
Come on, stand up. There's one more round.
Motherfucker. I hate Arcana. Hate her even more than I used to now. Invaders in black. That which obscures the sea, that which engulfs the clouds, comes heavily. Grr.
Vertin, finally! The Manus suddenly emerged everywhere like ants. Lilia and I couldn't take them all down. I would have acted sooner if you hadn't told me not to pick fights.
A mad pawn roars and jumps on them, but is immediately being pulled off and knocked out by Lilia. His limbs twitch horribly and his body soon shrivels.
Bleen, all they want is to attack, even if their blood will be sucked out. Insane! Back when we were spying on them, I told Sanetta to screw the peace agreement through the radio. I knew those geometry psychos and the Manus would go mad sooner or later. They were not that crazy when they were solving the math problems. There! What the hell happened down there?
The cave is the key to be immune to the storm. There is a cave on this island, which has the same effect as my suitcase. That's what the Manus are after.
What?
But hasn't she also put on the stone bangle? Even if she can break free from that bangle, there is no way she'd let her followers keep carrying out suicide attacks. And if she has signed that peace agreement, how will she take the cave from Apeiron?
Vertin.
On Vertin's back, 37 opens her eyes. She puts out a finger and points it to the sky. In the eternal and transcendental sky, several dazzling flare stars are lining up.
What's that?
The Big Dipper! No, I'm kidding. The Hollow of Apeiron is in deadly silence. Only a visitor is still browsing the classic book.
I'm afraid you have overstayed your welcome, Ms. Arcana. I have to regrettably remind you not to overstep the boundaries, despite the great help you've given to us.
I take not thought for needless disputes.
Fuck you,
But
woman.
to ask a simple question.
She gently closes the book.
The great philosophers. Ye seek the ancient wisdom, follow the sage's teaching, and pursue the noble virtues. You are separated from the world for thousands of years, and you have not gained the human's understanding, nor have you sought for it. I find pleasure in this allegory of the cave. However, hast this been unto thee? That who led us to the exile in this cave.
The flare stars are approaching. They move in an orderly manner as if they are a group of swifts. Oh, God damn it. Well, we're so screwed now.
I've never seen these before.
The fucking bomber planes, man, I swear. They're gonna
These
blow up the whole thing.
should not appear on this
Yeah,
island.
fuck that. The eternal and ever circulating current. Upon the sun. God damn it, it's too fast. The fleet in black is breaking the waves and sailing toward the island.
Sonetto, did you bring the humans' army here?
No. That was entirely the Manus, man. The end? The end? I didn't even get to read any of the other stuff. What the heck? Come on. Gold prospector. Speculators gather on the beach, trying to dig shiny objects from the sand. Those things do not belong to them. Yeah, you're right. They don't belong to them. Gonna drive them out now. I'm so pissed, man. They're allowed to do that kind of shit, man. Like, really? Man.
Radio waves are everywhere. Bodyguards! Where are the bodyguards?
What is that gonna mean then? It's gonna mean the island's gonna be taken over, and then all bullshit happens. Ugh. This gets so annoying. The damn. Makes you want to hate the Manus even more than you usually would. Alright. Oh, come on, man. They dropped a treasure they found in Scatter. Good. The star. What is this? Lovely meeting. Oh, that's interesting. That's very interesting. But I'm not gonna do that at this moment. I'm gonna just leave it off at that cliffhanger then.
A truly marvelous hypothesis. I hope the margin is widened. Wow!
Yeah, I'm just gonna leave it at that. Okay. that was a lot to take in. Oh god. That was way far. Makes me really hate Arcana. Holy shit. Just the fact that she's able to do that and not even receive any kind of punishment for it. God, that sucks. He's like, seriously? Yeah, while I'm at it, I did see like the banner here that gives like a free single every day. Might as well take it. That's only a 5-star, which is good, but I don't really know who I got in this one.
Ladies and gentlemen,
I don't care about you. But yeah, I was thinking, oh, maybe I could have a pivotal moment where I get one of these 4, but no. I already have those 4 anyway, so it doesn't matter that much. But yeah. Alright, that's gonna be the end of this one. There's more. There's more to the story. But I'm not gonna do it right now because, well, I mean, I kind of want to just leave it at that. But yeah, that was pretty good. Maybe like widen my insights on everything. Although the math is not as important as I thought it was gonna be. It's like, oh yeah, the math is good. Yeah, but the math is not the main part of it. But damn, that was awesome. That was awesome regardless. I want to see what happens next, but not yet. Not at this moment. I want to save that for a later moment. So yeah, I'm just gonna head off then. Today later I'm gonna be streaming Sekiro, which is gonna be, I'm hoping, around 11:30 p.m. Because this stream was like an hour and a half too late. So hopefully next stream I'm gonna be on time. If not, then it's gonna be like the same time as how I did it with this stream. But otherwise, that's it. That's all I'm gonna say. Yeah. 11:30 p.m. Pacific. Hopefully. Alright. But anyways, I'm gonna leave it there. And yeah. Okay. Thank you to whoever stopped by to watch the stream. And thank you to whoever's watching the VOD. And maybe I could try to continue Reverse 1999 next week. Probably go through the special story, whatever that may be. Or maybe the special story is just like one note and that's it, so I'm not sure. But I mean, there's still some other stuff to do for this game anyway, so yeah. Alright, but I'll see everyone next time. Alright, goodbye then. Goodbye. Yeah.